Welcome to the 11/11 Wednesday morning call. This call was originally designed to help the planet, help Mother Earth, help the collective consciousness, support each other, and come together in a loving space and community. These calls are free and they're intended to be not too long, just enough to kind of connect into the grid and do what we need to do. All right, so in 2022, let's say August 8th was a big lion gate. And Raphael and the beings kept waking me up and they're like, this lion gate right now is so important. And they're really on my case about it. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. I'll do something for the Lion's Gate. So the same kind of energy around this thing coming up on April 12th, which is Tuesday, they're kind of in my ear like, get going, girlfriend. So I'm here to do what I can to help you guys with this new energy. So on Tuesday, and I'm not an astrologer. I'm not even that tuned into astrology. I don't even get it. But I've heard, in addition to Raphael and the beings that are with me all the time, chattering about it, that this is quite an event. So this is happening on Tuesday, and I'm going to do a free call on Tuesday. I think I'll do it at night. I'm sorry if you live somewhere else in the world. It is a weekday where I live, and so I get so many messages, please do it in the morning, please do it at night. I have to work all day. I can never do the morning call. So trying to accommodate everybody. So we have morning calls, we have midday calls, we have Sunday afternoon calls, and then we're going to have some weekdays for those of you who work all week and need to live in the United States too and would like to be on the call. So that call will be at 7. There will be a replay, so no panicking if you can't get on. So that'll be at 7 p.m. That's New York time, Tuesday night. It's free. Invite all your friends. The link, it will be the same as this link. We are starting some new programs with Ascended Masters and things, and we will have very different links for that. But for most things that people are looking to get on, we're going to be using this link. All right, so today, and for those of you who are already with me this morning, it's going to be a similar repeat, except we're going to add in the globe and the earth, is that Raphael has talked about that we have all this magnificent and beautiful energy coming onto the planet, especially on Tuesday. And, you know, like in 2012, when people talked about 12-12-12 and making this momentous shift, I think a lot of people were like waiting for some spectacular thing to actually like happen that day, right? But there really was an opening. There was a vibrational change, and we did move into a new octave. And since then, there has been a big speeding up of changes for all of us on many different levels in our personal awakening, in our collective awakening, on big changes happening on the earth that are forcing us, if we're still asleep, to wake up. And, you know, we seem to move in these layers of vibrational uptake or octaves. And it appears that another really big opening for that to happen is happening on Tuesday, meaning we're going to collectively really raise our vibration to another level. I think Raphael discussed this on the Sunday call last week. So in order to do that, as the energy comes in, and we all have been talking about this and know that the light comes in at such a degree that if there's a lot of shadow and a lot of unresolved trauma, limiting beliefs, old energies, situations going on personally, going on collectively in the consciousness or on the planet as a whole, the light is going to bombard it even more, which in turn is a beautiful thing, but sometimes the transition of that can be a lot of stuff coming up, right, to release. So that can show up personally in irritation, anger, upset, anxiety, stress. It can show up collectively in old ways and systems, you know, shifting and breaking down. And it can show up on the earth as sometimes storms or events that are earth changes. So in order to minimize that in terms of having to go through that process in that way, the more that we can open up space in our personal energetic field and then collectively for our collective consciousness, and then even more so for the earth itself, which we all love, by connecting to the highest part of ourself. And there's many people on this call who are not in my I Am Creation class, but we've been working with the I Am presence a lot. And I'm sure most of you are familiar with that. But if you're not, it is this beautiful presence that is individual to you, and it is filled with complete and absolute unconditional love, and it adores you. It is a highest aspect of who you are before you enter back into source. And that is something that we can call upon at any time. And because we've disconnected over the years and over the lifetimes from the remembering of our divinity, sometimes we forget that we have access to this incredible resource, which is this loving being of pure light, and that we can hand over to that energy anything at any time, and it will transmute it. Now, the more you do this and the more you connect with it, and the more you become familiar with it, the more proficient you are and the faster it happens. As an example, I've been dealing with like red, very bloodshot eyes. Like it's not quite pink eye, but something going on. And it normally would last a period of time. And so I've been really practicing bringing in my I Am presence, taking something as small as that, right? It's not a big deal. And just not thinking or worrying about it, handing it over to the I Am and trusting in that. And then it cleared right away. So I was like, okay, that's great, right? And then you start to build evidence that it's helping you, it's supporting you, it's working, and you might bring it to something larger and something larger. And you'll notice in your life what happens is somebody will call with a solution, or something will pop up and give you an idea. Wondrous answers come into your reality. And what you're doing is you're letting go of all this old stuff, and you're creating more space basically for energy that you can then place your intention in to move forward in creating what you're wanting for yourself and for the earth and for each other. So with the energy that's coming in, which my understanding is Jupiter, Neptune, and 23 degrees in Pisces, it has this very fluid and powerful energy. And Raphael said it's kind of like we've got all this energy coming at us, like the wind at our back, or that we're going to ride a tsunami, and in a positive way, right? But we want to make sure that we're intending what we want, that we have clarity, and that the energy doesn't just knock us down, that we're harnessing it and utilizing it as a resource rather than being overwhelmed by it. So what we're going to do today is we're going to connect with our I Am presence, and all of my I Am creation people are here energetically to support you new people with this process. But you want to think of the I Am presence as an energy that's like you, but is taller than you, is shimmering, it's luminous, it's radiant, it's in perfect health, it has infinite supply of abundance, it's fully and absolutely connected to source, and it can create anything instantaneously. And when you attune to it, not only can it create anything instantaneously, but it can also consume, dissolve, transmute, and release anything that's not in alignment with the highest frequency as well. So that's what we're going to do today. And we're going to do it in 3 parts. So we're going to hand over to the I Am presence something in your personal life that you want to do. And then we want to work with the collective consciousness. Now, one of the main things in the collective consciousness, obviously fear and doubt and ego and all that play a huge part, right? And anything today, what we're going to focus on is domination, meaning that any place where power is being used to dominate others in the collective consciousness. So when we do that, you might want to tune in. Is there anywhere in my life where I'm being over dominant in order to control others? And then do you want to radiate out beyond that into, is there anywhere that I can notice, and I'm sure you can find somewhere, where there's dominant energy that is happening on the planet that is controlling others, where others are being subjected to a bombardment of dominant energy. And that can be in the workplace, that can be in a war that's happening, that can be in sexual abuse. I mean, it's endless places. It can be in government, it can be in religion, schools. And we want to go in there and kind of see if we can feel that energy as a collective energy, not personal, but collective, where this domination, power, top down, as Raphael would say, energy is. And we're going to hold it. And as of service to each other and the collective, we're going to hand it over to your I am presence, and we're going to ask for it to be consumed. And then we're going to do the earth. So with the earth, what we're going to tune in today is anywhere where the earth is feeling, what would be a good word? I guess violated by the human race, where we are not honoring the earth and we're taking more from the earth and that's creating an imbalance. So we're not really going to focus on like polluting the earth so much or things like that, but we're going to tune into places on the earth where we're taking from it. It's taking its resources to a point of deprivation that's creating imbalance in the ecosystem. All right, so that's the earth part. So this call is about being of service. So we're going to do ourselves first so that everyone gets something for themselves to open up space in their field. Then we're going to work on the collective consciousness around domination and control. And then we're going to go into the earth. All right, so I'm going to channel the angel Raphael to do this process. It may take 15 or 20 minutes, just to give you a heads up in case you have to go. I understand. And we're going to use our hands in this process. So you're going to feel the I am presence coming toward you. And you might even want to like take your hands and bring that energy close to you. Then we're going to hand over. You're going to actually like lift your hands and hand it to the I am that I am energetically. What you want to do is to start to understand how energy can be contained in spheres. You know how we all see orbs and people talk about orbs floating all over the place, and those are beings of light, right? We can contain smaller orbs of light that we can place an intent in or an energy in, and then we can give it out. We can throw it in a sense to the I am, where it can be consumed. And so that's what we're going to be doing. All right. So I did not have a chance. My son is out of town. I didn't get a chance to look at the chats. Hopefully people are all okay and you can hear me. We're good. So let's just start. I'm going to turn off my mic to tone, and then I will turn it back on. So if you don't hear anything, don't panic. Hello, hello, hello. We are delighted to be here with you from the angelic realm. And we are very happy that our energy is so much integrating with Kelly that even when she is talking, we are there with her and vice versa. And it is that is the same for all of you. And we would also love to teach all of you how to channel, because it is that this is a deeper and more profound connection for yourself with the I am that I am. as you step into mastery as an ascended master and an ability to move into the quickening process, like we have talked about so many times during the age of Lemuria, where you can manifest very fast. And yes, it is true. We have been nudging her a bit about April 12th, and we have been kind of sitting on the bed, should we speak, large numbers of us, and getting in her ear as we are reminding her of the value and in the importance of this time as different particular planets come into alignment and certain energies are here. It gives access for us from the angelic realm and many of the star beings of light from different star systems and beyond to have access more and more to support all of you. And as you are attuning more and more to the I am that I am presence, recognizing now and understanding that you can give it anything at all at any time with the conscious intent and willingness to do it, and it can be transmuted and released instantaneously or victoriously or spontaneously, however you're wanting to think about it. Then you start to change your day. You start to have a new perspective, a new sense of awareness, and also a greater sense of elevation in spirit, elevation in hope. Well, as we tune into many of you and you look out into the world and certain atrocities and things that take place on all different levels, it can be overwhelming at times. And so we want you to know that you're not alone, that this old energy, and we don't want to label it as dark, but it is very old and ancient, that has been recycling itself from lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, is going to no longer be tolerated as it is shown for what it is, as there is illuminated and more energies begin to bombard light on it. It can be seen from all directions, a 360 perspective with an opportunity to really elevate it into a new place. So this is the moment of really letting go, of really bringing to us these old energies, because we hold flames of light where we are, and we take whatever you are willing to give to us, if you really, truly, and absolutely give it to us in a genuine way, and in a way in which you trust us to take care of it. It's one thing for you to give it to us, and then after you hand it over, whatever it may be, you go back to trying to figure it out, to solve it, to be in the mind around it. That then you really haven't trusted us in the handing over. So what we're wanting to do today is that we are here from the angelic realm, and for every one of you today listening to this, or at any time listening to this, for there is no time and space where we are, we can attune to your frequency and vibration at any time. Your I am that I am presence is more accessible to you in that we are tuning to your particular energy and vibration and holding that for you so that you may have access more and more to this. So let's take a moment now with a nice deep breath, breathing all the way in and attuning to the I am that I am presence. We are checking something. All right. Tuning to the I am that I am that I am presence now. Feeling its light and its beauty and its love for you. It stands before you. And it is taller than you and it looks like you. But it is in divine, perfect health. It is radiant and glowing and beautiful. It is filled with unconditional love. It is fully and completely connected to Source at all times. And yet it still maintains and holds a sense of individuality as it is a guardian and a light of yourself in its fullest and complete glory. And when you can send love to it, when you can adore it, when you can invite it into your realm, into your auric field, consciously with intent, and love it with all that you have to love, it feels that love, and that same love, like a boomerang, comes back to you, except it comes back 1,000 or trillion fold. And when you are able to love the I am that I am presence, you are fully embracing and loving yourself. And then yourself is loving you back. And when you can radiate absolute, beautiful love for self, stepping into the complete worthiness of your divinity, anything becomes possible because you are in the remembering that you are divine. And in the remembering of the divine, you are in a fully awakened state. And in a fully awakened state, you have complete access to source and creation itself, where anything can be released or transmuted, and anything can be created. And so today, you're going to hand over to the I am that I am presence, anything at all that is weighing on you, that you are worried about, that you're trying to solve, that you need to figure out, that you are running around in your mind, around and around, from the past that has happened, or a relationship where there is an upset, or a worry you won't have enough finances or money in the future, or that you're concerned about your health, or whatever might be coming up for you, or that you're dealing with a lot of grief. Whatever it is that is burdening you, that is weighing on you, that is taking up space in your energetic field, that you are ready and willing to let go of, and to hand to the I am that I am presence. The I am that I am will receive it. And in the receiving of it, you then may cut the cord of it. You may ask Archangel Michael to fully and completely sever it. And in the completing and the severing of it, we ask you to really let go of it, to really wash your hands of it, and to completely and absolutely trust in the presence of your I am that I am, that it has your back, that it's taken care of it, that it will bring you wondrous and magnificent solutions and great supply and healing to whatever it is that you're handing, and that it will come to you in the perfect divine timing that it's meant to be, and that you don't have to worry about it anymore. You don't have to think about it anymore. It's handled. So with that, I want you to attune now to the I am that I am. With that, you might even want to bring your hands in front of your body and start just feeling the energy, calling upon the I am that I am presence. I ask the I am that I am of the energy that is individualized to me at the highest vibration that I am, to come closer to me, that I may connect more with it more deeply, feeling its energy coming in. You may take your hand and just bring it in, inviting the I am to come closer. As the I am presence is so loving, so beautiful, it is shimmering with so much light that as it comes closer, you begin to feel an energy and a tingling. And as you attune to the I am that I am presence, you may even reach your hand out to hold the hand of the I am. You may even feel the fingers of the hand of the I am that I am, attuning to its energy. And as you come together and connect, even finger to finger, hand to hand, or heart to heart, bring that energy of the I am even closer, pulling it in. And as you pull the I am that I am's energy in and closer to you, bring its hand now to your heart, bringing your hand and its hand together as one, to the heart. Begin to feel that energy now on your heart. Begin to feel that love radiating and moving into the heart. You might even move the hand up and down so that you can feel the energy. It is a beautiful, radiant light, greater than the light of the sun, coming from the great central sun and beyond, from source itself, radiating with complete and absolute unconditional for love for you. And it's moving into your heart. Feel it coming in. And as it's coming in, it's expanding now into your being and into your body and into your emotional and spiritual body as you are radiating more and more light. We want you to smile now. Just bring a smile to your face and allow yourself, give yourself permission to feel this love, to accept this love, to know you are worthy of this love. And as you are accepting and receiving this love, and it is expanding and expanding in your heart, you can now just take your hand away and allow your heart to radiate love out to the I am that I am presence, loving him or her completely in deep gratitude for the blessing that the I am that I am is right here with you now. And as you love the I am that I am, bring your awareness now to the palm of your hand. As you lift the palm facing up, attuning to that energy in your palm, I want you to begin to bring into your awareness anything that is heavy, any burden you are carrying of any kind. And I want you to place that in your hand. You might start to feel a bit heavier. You might take your other hand and start to make a ball of energy and realize that you're placing in this sphere, in this orb of light, this burden, whatever it may be. Take a moment now and just do that. And as you attune to this energy, know that this energy was a blessing. It was a gift that taught you many things. And you're ready now for it to be transmuted. You don't have to carry this burden or this weight or this pain or this disease or this worry or this trauma, whatever it is, anymore. And as you're holding it and it is contained, if you are ready, you can put one hand down and just lift it up and hand it to the I am that I am. Feeling the I am that I am presence, taking it from you instantaneously as it consumes it and it moves into the light through the heart of the I am that I am, through the 0 point, back to source, as it is dissolved and transmuted instantaneously, and it is gone, and so it is. That energy is gone now. And in the releasing of it, more energy is bombarding and coming in and raining down upon you as it comes into your field, shimmering with golden liquid light and pink energy, this softness of love. And as it rains down on you, you just feel a sense of feeling lighter, knowing that the energy that is coming in now, you're able to receive it. You're able to accept this light and this love because you have more space for it now. And with that and that gift that you just received from your own I am that I am presence and your own intent and conscious awareness to let go, we are asking of you to be of service today. And in that, we are asking you to contain and to hold collectively, all of you listening to this in this now moment or ever in the future from now until eternity, that you come together energetically and collectively, and you begin to hold within your hands the energy and the vibration of dominating others with power, to control another for self-serving reasons that are not in alignment with the highest good. Now you might start to feel that energy in your hands. It might be in one or both hands. It might be big. Attuning to the energy in the collective consciousness. You may tune into a particular place or a situation in your own life or that's happening on the globe, where others are subjected to power and are being dominated by the control of another. This energy of top-down control, ego, hierarchy, and power is massive in the human collective consciousness, was agreed upon, and is coming to an end as you are moving into a new era. As you feel that energy, I want you to hold it in your hand. It might be very large. And as you're holding that energy, it may have a color, it may be dark or not, whatever color it attunes to for you. It may be jaggedy, may have a feeling or even a smell or a taste to it. I want you to feel it and know that there isn't anything that you can't give to the I am that I am presence that cannot be consumed instantaneously and spontaneously. And as you hold it in your hand, when you are ready, I want you to lift it and hand it to the I am that I am, seeing the heart opening and consuming it by the great Kanshal sun of all energy as it is transmuted instantaneously, victoriously, and spontaneously in this now moment. And so it is as a return back to source where it originated from and is no longer needed on your planet, and the contract energy is severed. As Archangel Michael comes in and severs it from its core, releasing it now, sending it back to where it came from, opening up space and energy in the collective consciousness and around the globe for new energies to come in. And in the releasing of that, a new energy begins to rain down across the globe, filled with unity, connectedness, oneness, in the honoring and the bowing to the light and the divinity that is equally within every being, and seeing the sacredness in that. And as that new energy is flooding in, it floods you as you are being flooded with the remembering that you are divine. As you are being flooded with all of that light, we ask you to be of service one more time if you have the energy. Attuning to the I am that I am presence, feeling her or his presence so close to you now, feeling the vibration and the energy of its love and its willingness to help you and to help the earth. Attuning now to the great mother that holds you and cradles you and gives you life, Mother Earth. Feeling her beauty, her majesty, her sunsets and sunrises, her beautiful ocean and her waves in the sand, the cardinals in the snow and the butterflies and the daffodils. Attuning to the energy and the vibration of the great, magnificent, and all-powerful Mother Earth that gives you water and oxygen and life and food and nutrients, that is your home while you are here. As you are tuning to that energy, tune into her. Any place where she has been violated, where she has not been respected, where she has not been honored in the sacredness of her gifts, where her gifts were taken for granted, where we bled her of her resources, attuning to this collective energy that every being on the planet has some responsibility in one way or another to open your heart to love her, to tell her that you are sorry, and to tell her that today, in the love that you have for her, that you carry this burden and you lift it from her as you begin to feel its energy in your hands. It might be tiny, like a little ball. It might be very large. Feeling the energy of this from the mother, of the great earth mother. Inviting the I am, that the I am presence to come closer now to you. And as you feel this energy, the I am that I am presence has so much love for the Mother Earth, is so happy to receive this burden from her, to take this from her, that the I am that I am comes, and you hand your hand and the energy over to the I am that I am as it moves into the heart and is transmuted as the great violet flame comes up and moves through it, permeating it and transmuting it into light. As it moves through now into the great central sun and beyond to source, back to where it originated from, the thought and the consciousness that Mother Earth could be taken granted for is now released, and so it is. And in the letting go and the releasing of that, and in the beauty of that, feel the energy now coming back, because Mother Earth is so grateful that she is showering you with her gifts. That today you may see her in a new way, whether it's rainy or cloudy or snowing or sunny, whether you're swimming in her lake or her river or climbing her tree or smelling her flower or raking her leaves, that you see the beauty in her, that you spend time with her, that you love her, and that you bow to her as she rains blessings down upon you, filling your field now with her light. And so with that, now you have released these burdens for yourself, for the collective consciousness, and for Mother Earth herself, opening up now and creating more space, preparing you to be able to receive more light as the energy bombards the planet in the coming days. And so it is. Allow yourself a moment to just bathe in that light, bringing your hand to your heart, loving yourself, loving humanity, loving the earth. All right, everybody. Well, that went over time, but it was well worth it. Thank you all so much for being here and being of service to the planet. I'm going to unmute you guys, and I'll see everybody on Sunday. We're going to do more of this work to prepare for Tuesday. So we're all going to be gathering on Tuesday at 7 p.m., on Sunday at 2 p.m. Thank you for all of you who donate to these free calls. Soon we're going to have new memberships for everybody to meet with me daily if you want to. And I think that's all for today. All right. I love you.